Hello everybody, welcome to the evening live stream, Bitcoin evening live stream. If you're watching this live, enjoy the show. If you're not watching this live, you're watching the rerun, I hope you find something useful in the stream. These things can be very long, so you know, there's that. So we're just gonna wait a little bit until people get into the stream, and then we'll go on and see what's Bitcoin is doing right now. In this inverse head and shoulders pattern up here that we've been having, that's actually right now breaking towards upside, which is nice. Mladen Petrov, Farid, hey bro, how you doing? Bliatman first, not actually. Yo, and indeed, yo. How you guys doing? How you guys doing? Nice, everybody's coming to chat. So you're just gonna wait a little bit more until people get in chat, you know. We're gonna chill our links a little bit. More there. Until people get in chat. And there we go. Bobbly fit. Whoop. Victor G. Hello everyone. How you guys doing? A little bit tired, I gotta admit, I'm a little bit tired. Been eating too much sugar lately, so I think that's... Check whenever done, very nice metaverse stuff. Only circulating supply is a little bit 5 billion, so price equals market supply for 100x cap should go to 9 billion. It is possible in previous bull market top peak right now. Next bull run, a lot more money will be increased, so higher markets. I'm not quite sure about that though. Just up here. This Everdome. Let's go to CoinCap. Let's check. I hate when it comes. You think we'll dump or pump from here? A little bit more up and then dump. Moon dump tonight. Nah, moon pump tonight. We got a moon, guys. We got a moon. Moon is working well so far. Didn't I say 31,038 is the price to watch? Maybe you did, man. Maybe you did. When is the new moon, today or tomorrow? It's not new moon, it's full moon. It's actually tomorrow, so you know. Bottom is in. Local bottom is in, I think. But you know, it's only up 3%. I mean, it's moving very slowly, so nothing is done yet. I might be surprised, but you know, I'm not just yet. Meta hero, check it out. This time trend already hitting June. Bad. So Bitcoin is going a little bit towards the upside, guys. Bitcoin is going a little bit towards the upside. Up here, there was some kind of an inverse head and shoulders pattern up here. So right now breaking towards the upside. We are looking at 31.7 to 32.2 still as a resistance. We are doing actually so far so good. You can see here on daily, on the forward time frame, we are breaking a very important level up here right now. But we still got something like 3 hours and 6 minutes left for this candle over here to close. So we are not quite there yet. Let's see up here as well. You can see also that we are hitting right now this 50 moving average on the 4-hour time frame. Maybe if you had been watching the TFS Club special today, Sunday Chill Stream Part 1, you will know that you know this 50 moving average up here on every chart is right now very important. So we are breaking that right now. There is no divergence on the charts from what I can see. Nah, there is no divergence. Everything is playing exactly as it should be playing out. Daily up here. Yeah. So we're going a little bit towards upside. We'll see at what point we start getting, you know, blood moon eclipse. Volatility index started going down equals pump. That would be the VIX index, right? Volatility S&P 500 right now. Lately, you know, it is going down, but we are not really interested in the VIX index because you know steadily it has been curving right now over here. You can see, so technically it is going towards the upside. You need also to look at fluctuations over here, right? So this is still curving towards the upside. There should be, you know, we should probably have some kind of possibility to draw some kind of curved lines curve. It's not very simple. There we go, curved lines, man, curved lines, curved trend line. That's the next big thing, guys. Next big thing, curved trend lines. Add a 10% up today. Add is doing nicely, 10% up. Rubik's up 10%, but you know, it's up like a little bit up here. You know, it is kind of expected, this V-shaped recovery right now that's happening. We'll see how far we get with this recovery right now. It might just, you know, have this, you know, V-shaped recovery and then, you know, continue towards the upside. So we'll see how far we get with this move. Also 4 hourly 50 moving average right now, getting into that level up here, very important level. Hex up double digits. Not really, it's 4.4% right now, so it's not up on anything right now. Is the pump or dump moon? It's actually a pump moon, but you know, we got this lunar eclipse that's gonna happen, so I'm not quite sure what's gonna happen with that. What's up, Kings? How you doing, man? But Bitcoin is doing nicely so far. Bitcoin is doing nicely so far, and you'll see here on this chart over here that we've been talking about this in the part 1 on the Sunday Chillout stream, and that's, you know, these important levels that needs to be broken: the 50 moving average, the 30.7, which you actually are breaking right now, but coming just up here. Maybe if you can get above the, you know, the 50 moving average, maybe we'll see these two levels up here at 31.7 and 32.2. These are very important resistance level, and you know, any kind of hope you miss the, you know, break this first, and then you can continue towards the upside and look for some higher levels. But right now we are hitting Luna yesterday 4%, now minus 4% down. Yeah, the volatility right now stopped when they stopped, you know, minting the coins. So you know, the volatility returned to whatever the price should have been at right now after they minted like 6 trillion of coins. So I'm not quite sure what's gonna happen with Luna. You can check out Luna a little bit up here. You'll see that after having this nice move towards the upside, and you know, whoever got to the bottom down here, doesn't matter where you got the bottom down here. I mean, if you got the bottom down there, you probably got some nice gains all the way up here, right? And let's say you didn't even get out of the top, you would get like 30x on that, right? So yeah, you know, I've seen there have been a lot of people trying to catch this bottom, and they have been dollar cost averaging and trying. So you know, maybe somebody did well. I was watching Luna on a 5-minute chart and all the other time frames up here. I'm gonna show you that over here we had let me just remove these moving averages for a second over here. So I was looking at this rising wedge up here on Luna. There was a rising wedge up here, and it broke up the rising wedge, so I drew this line towards the upside, this trend line, and this trend line got broken on the downside, and then it kind of went sideways up here, hugging this trend line up here. But you can see here that it fell, you know, it was trying to hold this trend line. It was trying to hold the trend line up here, you know, this top resistance after it broke it, and then it went through it, and right now it is in some kind of down movement. On a bigger time frame, this looks a little bit different. Especially if you add some moving averages to this. See that here that we are technically right now on Luna in a strong downtrend over here, and we have been going down. So nothing's gonna happen until this downtrend is broken, but it's nice that we are going, you know, hugging this movement, so we can come to a certain level and then dump down heavily again towards downside and then pump towards upside. But I've been looking at this dump down here, man. If we continue going like down, or like 100 or like a little bit less, because you can only have like 8 zeros, right? So there is some kind of technical bottom, right? Some kind of technical bottom from down here, right? You know, you can only have 8 zeros, so some kind of, you know, bottom down here, maybe at 0.0001. We came pretty close to that, so you know, people figure out it cannot drop any more, you know, because there is not enough zeros. So maybe that's the reason. I don't know. Maybe they're just gonna add zeros here on the chart. I don't know what's gonna happen, man. I don't know. But Bitcoin is doing nicely, 3.4% up right now on the 1 hourly time frame. We did didn't manage to get above the 200 moving average on the 1 hourly. This inverse head and shoulders came only to the resistance. The 4 hourly 50 moving average is still in play, and the daily 10 moving average is still above us all the way up at 31.5. How this is gonna actually play out, a little bit hard to say, but the very interesting thing that's happening on the weekly time frame is that this is right now the historical moment for Bitcoin. We are officially getting the 7th red candle in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7th red candle in a row, guys. 7th red candle in a row, and this over here has never happened before in the history of Bitcoin. And you know, we can go down here and try to find it. And I think the last time, you know, 6 candles happened. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Down here was last time we had 6 red candles in a row. Let's check out here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. No, not 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, this is the historical moment right now in Bitcoin happening. 7 red candles in a row. This has never happened before. So guys, you're experiencing, you know, guys that have been here, you know, in 2011, 2012, you know, they don't know how it feels, but we know how it feels. 7 red candles in a row, just straight down. So, you know, there's that. Cizia Binance is making a fortune trading Luna. Nah, I don't think he's trading Luna. Gotta go watch Bart K. He's live in 1 minute. No clue what that is, man. Bart K. And smash the like button yet. Smash, bang, pop, boom, boom, bang, bam, down. Thank you, man. Luna is the new safe money. Yeah, Luna is the new safe. I don't know about that, but yeah. So, right now, this is a historical moment for Bitcoin. Bitcoin is having 7 red candles in a row towards the downside. Never happened before in the Bitcoin's lifetime. So what we are expecting right now, maybe we will get some kind of, you know, movement towards the upside, you know, during next week, and maybe even one more. So our next 2 weeks might be green weeks, especially since, you know, we are getting the next new moon on the 30th of May or 31st of May. Something like this up here, right? But you know, right now the recovery can be nice up here. Towards the upside for however long it lasts, right? We don't know actually how long this is gonna last, but we are expecting some kind of move towards the upside until we get to the next new moon. Tila is priority, simply human. Who is this guy? Who is this guy that got priority above me? Bart K. Who is this guy? We gotta check the guy out. I don't know that. YouTube, Bart K. Bart K. Bart K also followed the library. I don't know who this guy is. No. Leo Venus on ideal human diet. This space is for science. Endurance running psychology seminar. 7 dangers of keto. I don't know if this is this is not my competition. If you wanna watch Bart, you know, it's okay. Love the carnivore life. The problem with carnivore, you know, it is, you know, meat good for you, nice, eat meat. But the problem is that, you know, fruit is also good for you, and vegetables is also good for you, and you know, there are other stuff that are good for you beside, you know, meat. Hear my name all the time, Bart. When adesso I do, man, I do. So right now Bitcoin is going up. DXY is right now standing still up there. We are getting the new candle up here already right now. Weekly candle already made new weekly candle up here at the top up here. Let's see what time is 11:04. Did the Dow open yet? No, the Dow did not open yet right now. We are still waiting for the Dow Jones and S&P 500 to open, and they are gonna open in, you know what, up here it should say how long until it actually opens, you know, because that's what you need. Yeah, not when you're diabetic and carb turns to sugar, meat the best. Yeah, sure, but you know, you can still eat, you know, I don't know, vegetables. Good evening, Tila. Good evening, Sputnik. How you doing? Can you explain what happened to? No, I cannot explain what happened to because I don't get it either. I mean, I get, you know, the big picture, but you know, mostly, you know, the technical stuff I don't get, you know. So you gotta ask somebody else. Futures open, I think, at midnight. Yeah, that might be at midnight. So it's almost like 1 hour plus, you know, until the futures open. So because right now it's summertime. Bull trap at 32.8. CME opens 55 minutes. Yeah, it's 55 minutes until it opens, so it's gonna take a little while. I think that's gonna be a pretty good indicator on what's gonna happen in the stock markets on Monday, and maybe, just maybe, markets are gonna, you know, react nicely towards the upside, because I think they're a little bit extended towards downside. It can definitely pull towards that downside as well. I don't know, but even in stock markets up here, 1 2 3 4 5 6 red candles in a row, and even this even for the stock market, this is quite huge. Even this big moves towards the downside, you know, some kind of move towards the upside. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5 3 2 2 1 3. I mean, you gotta go pretty far back. 4 3 3 1 2 3 4 2 5 3 4 2 1 2 1 2 3, and then jumped. 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 1 2 3. Even the core, this is 2008, man. This is 2008. We had it back in 2008. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3. I mean, you gotta go way back. I don't know when is the last time this happened, but you know, you gotta go way back. It's a next level free. This stuff just keeps on dumping. But you know, statistically speaking, we should get some kind of red candle up, you know, green candle eventually, right? So you know, we got that going for us. I'm looking to short above 31.5. That might, you know, play out. It was massively shorted in a nutshell. I think hot must go soon. Can you check, bro? Holochain, where's the holochain? Nothing says you know, that this is gonna go anywhere right now on the 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 cans, red cans that are also, you know, technically speaking, it can maybe break towards the upside. Let's see up here. There's some nice lines up here, maybe up there. Yeah, this is a nice line. Let's go to see how this actually looks on the 4-hourly time frame. Maybe not the best line, but you know, it's some kind of line. Then you got this up here as well. It's kind of slow. It looks slow though. It looks slow. So it's doing the same thing as everybody else, but it's kind of you know, just hugging up here. If it goes up, we need to look for some kind of, you know, 50 moving average on the daily up here. Maybe it's gonna go, but right now it's minus 0.33%, and it's not, you know, but it is following the same pattern as Bitcoin and everything else right now. So you know, there's that. Hopefully can bounce, hopefully we bounce. Right now, you know, we are looking for the next couple of weeks, you know, a little bit move towards the upside. Looks weak, correct? Yeah, it does look a little bit weaker than you know, some other coins, but nothing abnormal. It might dump a little bit more when, you know, Bitcoin dumps versus other altcoins, you know, but once, you know, we get into some kind of bull market stuff like that, if holochain, you know, survives, it's gonna do fine, no problem. The question is, will it survive? But yeah, it does look a little bit weak, because you know, over here, you know, I would like this part up here has come a little bit higher up here, which it hasn't. Let's check some other coins. I don't know, up here you can see here we are already up here at the tops up here. This is Ethereum Classic. See here, it's already up here at the top. We're trying to break up, because right now Bitcoin is doing the same thing up here, right? It's breaking, you know, this move towards the upside. Dogecoin up here. Dogecoin looks a little bit, you know, it's trying to go up, but it's not that fast. It's not that fast. Maybe there's right now it's still rejecting by the line. Yeah, still not quite there yet. Let's see something else that's actually doing it. The Cardano right now, you can see Cardano is all the way up at top, so it does shows a little bit more strength, because just pumping, you know, above this 10-20 moving average. Unfortunately, holochain is not doing the same thing though. Holochain is a little bit, you know, laggy behind. See here, when other coins are you know, trying to, you know, already go up here, you know, it's down there, you know, it's consolidating. Maybe it's a late bloomer, you know. We'll see what's happening with it. It's nice to see that 2xx for a while. It won't pass 40. Moon, not today. No, it's not today, it's tomorrow. Tomorrow morning there is a moon eclipse, 5:30 to 7:30. Yeah, depends on where, you know, it's, you know, the eclipse depends on where in the world you are, of course. So you know, if you are in total lunar eclipse, So you'll see here on the chart, it depends in, you know, where on the world you are. If you want to see you know, full eclipse, full eclipse, you know, most of you know, over you know, half North America and, you know, South America, you are getting full eclipse, you know, totally, you will see total eclipse. Down here in Norway, up here where I am, you know, I'll see some of it, but not that much. I'll see some of it, but not that much, right? But then, you know, Europe and maybe you know, some Spain, maybe, you know, half the eclipse, you know, up here in England and France, right? But you know, the further up north you go, you will see eclipse. But over here, you know, if you're living in the US on the East Coast, sorry, this is West Coast, no, this is East Coast. On the East Coast, you're gonna see full eclipse, man. You're gonna see, and if you live in South America, you're gonna see full eclipse. So probably nice time to get out and see eclipse duration, penumbral, umbral, and total eclipse 1 hour and 24 minutes. You get a 1 hour, 24 minutes, and 53 seconds to watch the total eclipse. So it's gonna be up to total eclipse. Eclipse contacts P1 first touch, P4. I think the, you know, this total eclipse is from P1 to P4 phase up here when it goes through 650. I don't understand these faces up here. That's what we got. That's what we got. So you know now. ANC was yesterday 200 approximately done and dump also huge. Yeah, so ANC is also another coin that's been really correlated with Luna lately, and that's because it's some kind of liquidity stuff. So it went down with Luna. It did recover heavily towards the upside. It did recover heavily towards the upside up here, you know, 2000%, while Luna did something like 3000, 4000, something like that. But right now it's pulling back just a little bit up here. Still no problem, I think. Still keeping this 20 moving average up here. Still overextend a little bit towards the downside, so we're gonna see how this actually plays out. But the good thing that might be about Luna and ANC is that they already dumped enough. So maybe, you know, they're gonna go against everything else. USD is still going down, guys. USD is still going down. Why is USD still going down? Look here, it came up here, tried to, you know, climb up here at, you know, it went to some kind of 25 level, 27 level, and right now it's down at, you know, back down at 12. So you know, is this war still going on with USD, man? Still right now back below the moving averages, you know, it's small, bigger dump. Is this right now, you know, because you cannot go, you know, I mean, technically you can go a lot more down. So, you know, I don't understand how they are correlated with Luna and USD, so I won't, you know, talk too much about, you know, what's gonna happen. Like somebody that got, you know, more ideas about what's happening there, you know, he can talk about it, like George, you know. Hi, I'm George, we all George. Yeah, that guy. You can ask that guy. I think he's very well invested, or was invested in Luna. So I'm betting he's following the news and, you know, technology and what's up with that. Because they stopped minting Luna. Yeah, maybe because they stopped minting. You still know any more under Luna, as I would see it. Yeah, so they needed to mint Luna. That's why the Luna price got diluted. Most likely is because they tried to save USD, and to do that they have to mint Luna, and they minted like 6 trillion and nothing happened. And right now everybody is asking, hey man, where did the 3.5 billion go of Bitcoin that you sent to exchange? So I don't know, maybe some shady stuff has been going on there. I don't know. If I was Elon Musk, I would tweet about Bitcoin ASAP. Why? So he dumps? They had a working product with really nice UI. Yeah, I don't know if UI is worth like billions and billions, but you know, each to his own. Dogecoin also looks weak. There's not many coins that are looking, you know, any kind of, doesn't show any kind of, you know, out of the ordinary. So let me go check out coins like up here. Let's see if there's something that looks out of the ordinary, right? Nothing that sticks out. Let's see, KLC is a little bit up here, but you know, it's still pumping up 10% Qcoin token. I actually like Qcoin token. I like Qcoin exchange. I think they have, you know, room to improve themselves. I don't think it's gonna go as high as BNB. BNB is, you know, in whole different class. They got their own chain and stuff like that, right? These just got a token, so there's that. But you know, they are really they're really interested in community, right? So they tweet a lot, they post a lot, they develop a lot. So you know, definitely interesting Qcoin in the long term. Okay, they are pumped a little bit harder up here than other coins up here so far. Still hitting up there. Yeah, let's not do all coins, but there is one coin that I want to check, and that's Tron. Let's see right now. Tron minus 0.95. We said if Tron goes below the support down here, it might dump a little bit, right? Because this support should not be broken. If it goes down here and breaks the support around 0.63, 64, 0.62, something like that, right? If it breaks this support down here on the downside, that might be, but right now it is getting pushed on the downside, and we see it is trying to recover right here and down and up again. It's getting rejected by this 200 moving average right now, and it's bleeding towards downside. So I think the Tron is doomed to go down all the way back down here. I'm not quite sure how this is gonna survive the next dump in a couple of weeks, but if it does to survive next dump without actually breaking the support, it can actually be quite good. Maybe there is something happening with Tron that we do not know. Buy more or less opportunity or hodlers hold. I trust Qcoin also. Yeah, I mean, they do have some kind of problems, stuff like that, but mostly, you know, they are really innovative and, you know, try to, you know, stick around with community. So I think that's gonna do well for Qcoin over long term. Can you check ApeCoin? Yeah, we can check ApeCoin, man. ApeCoin has been dumping downside, and right now it's pumping towards the upside a little bit. ApeCoin is up right now 5%. Actually, AR is up 20% right now. WTF, man, this thing pumped hard to the resistance. Doesn't matter. ApeCoin up here, you can see here it also had this very nice trend line up here. It had a couple of trend lines. Let me just remove the moving averages first. So the thing up here, it was going inside this falling wedge. There was huge amount of support down here. We broke all three of these supports. On downside, we retest this support and then dump down. Then we were looking for anything else, and we drew these three lines. You got some kind of support there, bounced back until this trend line resistance, rejected. Right now is still at this trend line resistance. So you can see this resistance line up here. Right now we are exactly there without actually breaking. So Bitcoin is breaking its resistance line, but ApeCoin is not breaking its resistance line. So that's quite interesting. Also, this line over here might be interesting because, you know, this is a short-term line. This inverse head and shoulders pattern maybe up here around 93 or something like that. If you can break that, maybe there is a chance, you know, to retest these levels up here at the 10.7, 11.4, something like that. But I don't trust anything right now. I look more to, you know, I look more for the downside and upside, because I don't think Bitcoin has found the bottom yet. It could be bottom, right? But I think, you know, this rally might, you know, go for a week or two or something like that before we continue more toward the downside. We need to establish something. We need to establish some kind of a bottom on the daily time frame or even the weekly time frame. So until I see some kind of bottom pattern down here forming on the weekly time frame, a little bit longer than a couple of days or something like that, and then, you know, some kind of falling wedge down here, maybe that's gonna play out into June, July, then we can say that this is actually a bottom. But, you know, just having this very fast steep dump down through a very important support line and assume this is just gonna, you know, bounce up there, it's not gonna happen. We need a small bounce up here, maybe go a little bit sideways up here, and then eventually dump, right? So how this is actually gonna play out, a little bit hard to say, but, you know, we did get some kind of overextended levels down here. You can see our RSI, we are all the way down to 24 something 2 times, and then bounce back on the weekly time frame. We're still going towards downside 34 right now, so nothing is changing there. But yeah, I think everything is gonna have a nice little bounce in the meantime, and then, you know, later on in a couple of weeks we're gonna continue dumping. But right now we did dump a lot, so, you know, it is time, you know, for some kind of relief rally towards the upside a little bit. Get everybody to chill down a little bit, relax, and then once everybody's relaxed, we're gonna dump more on the downside. Of course. Fear and greed index right now is at 9. Last I checked, right, it was 9 yesterday. It's 10.9. It was 9 down here at yesterday. Extreme fear. Right now it is at 10. But like we said, these extreme levels on the downside, they can persist. Down here it was actually 8. So you can get a down here. How much was this? You can actually. I cannot. Oh my god, this is so hard, man. And down here it was something like 6 or something. 5. We had 22nd August 2019. Crypto fear and greed index 5. 22nd August 2019. August 2019. Go. Here was, you know, we got 6. Wait. 22nd August 2019. Fear greed. Why would we be at 5 here? I don't get it. Guys. 10k. Bitcoin is at 10k after a huge rally towards upside, and people have, you know, fear and greed index of 5 up here. Something is not right, man. This index is complete BS. Yeah, something is not right. Maybe they improved the algorithm a little bit, but over here, man, 5. I don't get it. You're still above the support. You know, support is not being broken up here. You know, support's not being broken. There is no way you should be, you know, at 5 up here, man. Here's the potential towards downside, 100% potential towards upside, unlimited, exactly. This should be a 0. It's time for Bitcoin to climb the mountains on the chart. Safe and secure, maybe. Not yet. In my opinion, it was the bottom for Bitcoin at 25.5. We'll see. But right now, I don't think, you know, I don't think I think fear index not worked that time ago properly. Yeah, I mean, they might have changed the algorithm a little bit and stuff like that, because it just cannot, you know, it just doesn't make sense to be at any kind of fear levels up here, man. It just doesn't make any. If anything, we are at some kind of, you know, bullish, you know, extreme hopium levels towards the upside or something like that. It was hitting many exchanges 24k already. Yeah, so we have been down here at 25.5, but I think this can go down lower. Of course, I think this can go down lower. I think we can go down. Oh, right now this, you know, today this is at 21, but you know, next week this is gonna be around, you know, 22.5 or something like that. So, you know, and then the next week is gonna be maybe something like 23,000, something like that. So I think we have more room to go down, right? We went down, we got this very nice week on the downside. We pulled back up here, we go a little bit up here, you know, go down and then go down here inside this area down here. Not actually like this, but more like, you know, down here, and then, you know, stay here, accumulate, and then continue towards the upside. So this is gonna be the best part of your life, guys. This is where we're gonna buy the stuff. We create CME gap again. Let's hope this does not have to be filled. I still have bought Luna Inu coin, too many zeros. Not Shiba yet. Yeah, it's not Shiba yet. So we're gonna see how this actually plays out. Right now, although everything is up, there is actually no. Can you guys sense a little bit, you know, crypto market? You know, by watching the YouTube, seeing what people are writing Twitter. So oftentimes you will notice that there is a huge euphoria in the market. Not euphoria, but there is huge optimism once everything pumps like 10%, 5%. You know, oh man, this is pumping, it's looking good, going up. You know, people are a little bit optimistic. But then there are other times, like right now, although we are pumping, maybe even Cardano is pumping like 8-9%. Some other coins up here, Solana is up almost 8%, right? KDI is up 12-13%, right? AXS is up 8%, but there's no excitement about it. Like everybody's like, nah, nothing's gonna happen. Sales is up 70-80% up here. Man, this actually dumped big time on the weekly. 74% towards downside. This thing is huge, man. Look here, 200 moving average weekly just through that and just bam, right back down again. In my opinion, it's a cryptocurrency recovery time. So let me just say a quick word about what, you know, when it comes to the markets up here. The problem right now that we are having right now in the markets is because this is, you know, creating this this crown towards upside, this break on downside, this rejection, this breakthrough on downside. So this definitely looks like it's gonna break more towards downside. Now the question is how far it's gonna break down, right? Here is the June, here is the July, right, and so forth. We got moons here on on stock market as well, and then you also got this this next moon up here, somewhere up here in August, to give us a fact or something. There are 3 moons. So are we just gonna dump down here and then, you know, reverse the market towards the upside, or will this actually be, you know, the mega super crash of the century, the recession, the depression, 1929 depression that, you know, lasted for 3 years on the downside, or we just gonna hit like 200 moving average and just, you know, bounce right back up again? I don't know actually how this actually looks, but I'm still expecting more, you know, maybe some move up a little bit up here, and then, you know, more downside. But I think even if this continues going towards downside, even if the stock market continues going on the downside, I think that Bitcoin and crypto might actually you know, come out of this victorious, and a lot of people are gonna pull the money out of the stock market. And if at the same time Bitcoin starts going towards the upside, I think a lot of money will flow from the, you know, traditional stock markets into the Bitcoin and crypto, and I think that's gonna, you know, start our next bull run. So we're gonna see how that actually plays out. Naked Hide. $25.5 was a slow bleed. I think it's possible we have a huge red wick that wipes out longs. I love the sound of your accumulation zone. Nice area to be greedy. Yeah, so yeah, accumulation zone is actually nice. Hopefully it plays out. I mean, it did play out, you know, always before. So you can see down here, after the capitulation, right after this capitulation week on downside, you get this this accumulation zone that lasts for a couple of months. The same thing goes down here. This down here is capitulation, and then you go sideways up here a little bit, you know, sideways. That's accumulation zone as well. Down here, this was a little bit different because it was 2013, so, you know, volatility, and, you know, people didn't know how to trade or where to trade. You know, people are just selling, buying, but, you know, still there was, you know, a period after this, you know, move. I would say down here that was accumulation zone, and then it started going towards the upside. But, you know, it does happen, you know, all the time, these accumulation zones. So we are hoping that this accumulation zone will stick around for a while, at least, you know, a couple of months, 3-4 months, give or take 3 to 6 months, and then go up, because that will give us time to, you know, find the, you know, projects, if we see what actually survived, see what actually is holding up, and so forth, right? So hopefully that's gonna play out eventually. How you doing, man? I'm doing well. Put on subscribers only, get rid of the trolls. Nah, let the trolls be. There's no problem, man. Times are different this time around, though, with central banks increasing interest. Yeah, exactly. So that's why we are a little bit on the edge on what's gonna happen. So we are not taking everything for. I mean, although, you know, 23 to 25, some kind of bottom down here. capitulation bottom might seem interesting right now. This 200 moving weekly average is very interesting. The problem is right now that everybody is looking at the 200 weekly moving average, so you know, it might go down here and blast to the downside. Maybe we gotta see some kind of lower levels down here. I don't know that. I don't think that's gonna happen, because you know, everybody will start calling for lower levels down here, especially if we you know, break a little bit below the 200 moving average or something like that. People are saying, oh, we're gonna go to 0, 0, 0, 0 now, 0, go 0. I don't think this is gonna happen. I think that there will of course come a new bull run eventually, and I think this 200 weekly moving average will hold us very nicely up. We're gonna go with this weekly moving average for a couple of months and then continue towards the upside. Because why? Bitcoin does exactly the same thing every 4 years. It's very cyclical, very predictable, because it's based on mathematical models on how, you know, increasing and having of the rewards and so forth, and you know, the prices are going up steadily, slowly, and you know, so forth. So you know, it will never give you what you want. "40 minutes live stream." By the way, guys, I really don't have that much to talk about right now. Luna did what Luna did, and you know, the Luna is right now not that much exciting to talk about, because I cannot talk about Luna that much, because Luna, I don't know about this recovery plan and what's gonna happen there, right? The only thing that I can tell you about Luna is that it is, you know, right now following this downtrend line. So until it breaks actually the line, this is, you know, until it actually breaks this line up here, it's gonna do nothing. It's gonna do nothing. Just gonna continue towards the upside. It was having this rising wedge up here, broken downside, so it is bleeding towards the downside a little bit, you know. But you know how this is gonna play out. Somebody asked me, "Hey man, you buying Luna?" I said I wouldn't touch this with a 10-foot pole, and I'm, you know, I am salty, and I am mad when when you see something like some kind of moves like this, and you talk, oh man, I could have bought down here. But really doesn't matter, actually, really doesn't matter. Sure, you know, but because, you know, to get these kind of moves, you kind of have to gamble a little bit and stuff like that. So I'm not into that. And these moves downside, will it actually break up here and then go all the way up there? It can do that. I mean, it can do that, but you know, there is also a gamble to the downside. This can also always dump another 90% towards the downside. Just remember that, guys. So if you do still continue gambling on this, only play money, like 50 bucks, 100 bucks here or there or something like that, hope that you know, hope that your you know, 10 or 100 bucks are gonna do 10x and stuff like that, right? And then try to do this a couple of times, you know. There's that. But right now volatility is a lot more down than it was yesterday and the day before, so there's that. But yeah, Bitcoin is breaking out of this rising wedge up here, hitting this 200 moving average, not rising wedge, out of this inverse head and shoulders pattern, hitting the 200 moving average on 1 hour time frame, getting a little rejected up here. We got a 50 moving average up here on the 4 hourly time frame. That's also going to act as a resistance up here right now, but there is still 2 hours and 23 seconds left, meaning the daily close, until we actually break this level towards the upside. So you know, we are still watching this inverse head and shoulders. It's not moving that fast, it's moving slowly, not that fast. So you're gonna see how high it can get. The most important resistance on the charts right now is this red area up here, that's between 31.7 and 32.2. So you know, take that for whatever you want, 32.17 and 32.2. So this red area up here, that's the most important resistance area right now. So even if we break this 50 moving average up here, this is the area that we actually need to break to have some kind of, you know, higher levels or whatever that's going to happen after that. But this is a very, very important resistance area. We already got rejected 2 times after breaking this support line. We retested 2 times as resistance and dumped a big time down on the downside. Right now we're climbing again. We might retest this same area again, and if we fail to do, you know, if we fail to, you know, get back above that, we might expect more move towards downside immediately. But if you do break towards the upside, and there are a couple levels up here again, 34, 36, 37, that might take as a resistance. How high, or you know, how high on this pullback we're gonna go, I do not know. We are watching it day by day, so we're gonna see how high we can actually get it. The only thing we don't know right now, you know, tomorrow is the full moon, and full moon usually pumps the price a little bit, and you know, in 2 weeks we're gonna get a new moon, and that's gonna be a dump move. So I'm expecting this move, you know, towards the upside, a sideways move that's gonna happen right now. I expect that to last, you know, a couple of weeks, a week, 2 weeks, give or take, and then to have this final move towards the downside, more capitulation, more bleed towards the downside, more dumpage, and hit these levels at, you know, 23,000 or something like that. You know, 200 weekly moving average, that's important level to hit eventually on the support. And once we start hitting those levels, then we are expecting, you know, we need to look for bottom. Even when we hit this 200 weekly moving average, we need to look for some kind of bottom, and then we're gonna go, you know, on the charts, and we're gonna look for that bottoming pattern, that reversal pattern, you know, the thing that we need to actually go up. Inverse head and shoulders pattern up here, it is a reversal pattern. Unfortunately, this is happening on the 4-hourly time frame, so we don't have any kind of, you know, inverse head and shoulders pattern on daily. Imagine if this was a daily time frame, guys. So, you know, this would have taken how many days right over here? So this would have taken 37 days. That's one month's time. If this was the daily time frame, you can see on the daily time frame, if this actually played out up here, we would love that, because this is some kind of reversal pattern. And right now this reverse pattern is playing out, but it's playing out on the 4-hourly time frame. So, you know, it can, you know, go up here, and then, you know, it's already played out, right? So we want to see some kind of reversal pattern on a bigger time frames. That's on the daily time frame up here, right? So you want to see something up here, you know, either some kind of, you know, maybe a rising triangle, or some kind of double bottom, or some kind of maybe inverse head and shoulders on the daily time frame. How this is actually gonna play out, we don't know, but, you know, we need to look for some kind of bottom. This week on the downside indicates that, you know, there has been, you know, coming in strong buying pressure eventually, but overall it's not indicate any kind of good enough support. I think we need, you know, at least 2 tests on any kind of support on the downside to break that. And, you know, it just doesn't feel like a bottom. It just doesn't feel like a bottom. I think we're gonna bounce a little bit before we actually go down more. So we're gonna see that. What's up? I'm like, hey, Senpai, doing lol, me too, Zerbo, you got here at the same time. Yeah, you guys are late. Hi club, hi Captain, how you doing? We need the bull adopter, bro. But don't worry, guys, don't worry. You know, this, like we said in the start, this can last for a month's time, this stump. There will be more fear to come. I don't think there will have Luna type of fear again, but your coins have big chance right now, the way I see it, to dump again like 20 or 30% more towards the downside. So, you know, I'm looking at any kind of pump up here as an intermediate pump, and then more downside eventually. So, because right now I don't see anything right now on the chart that says that this is, you know, some kind of, you know, a finishing move or whatever that is, right? The only thing we see right now is that we got 7 red candles in a row right now, and, you know, statistically speaking, maybe right now we can get a couple of green candles towards the upside before we resume this move towards the downside more, right? Hey, are we winning? He's bearish for a month now, but he was right. I have Luna fear for fiat. 9 out of 10 banks are looking into cryptocurrency, sir. Yeah, so also about that, like, it's not just about banks, like everything, everybody, guys, there is so much adoption happening right now under the radar that people are not aware of, that, you know, it's gonna be huge. And the best thing is that, you know, that retail, you know, normal people, you know, grandma and grandma will have more options to actually use this crypto. And, you know, that's gonna increase the options for the next bull market to be very, very huge. BTC will do anything in its power to check out the competition. BTC was terrified of it's not level 1, it's layer 1 alts, in my opinion. Anyways, guys, I'm getting a little bit tired up here. The moon is up. It's probably making me tired. I ate whole pizza alone, so, you know, there is that as well. Also drinking milk, so, you know, I think, you know, stuff is making me tired. It's been 48 minutes. I cannot do this anymore. But, you know, it's not very exciting now. Just remember that right now it is a little bit calm, but it's not calm enough. There is a lot of fear that is gonna dump more. So, you know, when, you know, the fear becomes so huge, it's just normal to go up a little bit, get everybody hopes up. You can see this 10-20 moving average. We need, you know, we need to test them. So are we gonna test them right up here next week, or are we gonna test them up here in, you know, in 2 weeks or something like that. I don't know. We don't need actually to test them. We can just go a little bit up here and then continue down. We don't even have to hit them, right? We can just do something like that and then continue on the downside. How's this gonna play out? Not quite sure, but you know, I do sense that there is more downtrend to come. But next 2 weeks it might be okay. Next 2 weeks, there is that. Anyways, guys, thanks for stopping by. Enjoy the night. Drink some Mountain Dew. Nah, no more battery, you know, energy drinks for me, man. That stuff, you know, is not good for your health. I mean, I know there are other stuff that's not good for your health, but those things, you know, for your heart is gonna wreck your heart. The second bowl of ice cream, kind of dull in between. I feel the sleepiness too. Have a good night. Have a good night, booty clears. High risk for going long here, maybe 32, 34. I would bet on 32 and, you know, having a 32 as some kind of bonus. Sorry, I would bet maybe on 32, but, you know, and having 34 as some kind of bonus, but dangerous. Yeah, it's dangerous because the problem up here is it's, you know, you're not buying down here, right? You're not going long here. Up here right now you're going long here, and there is not so much upside up here, right? There is not so much upside up here. At least not on Bitcoin. On altcoins, some altcoins there might be more or less upside. Down here it was, you know, way overextended and then pulled back up. But you know, right now the higher it goes, the more because people think the higher right now we go, the more resistance line that we break, the better outlook is to continue. Now, the higher we go, the more risk is gonna go down again, right? So the higher you go, the more risk is it for downside, right? So here is small risk, here's bigger risk, here's bigger risk, here's bigger risk. So, you know, the risk increases the higher we go. People think that the higher we go, the more, you know, the more chances it has it's going to continue going higher, and that's not the case. The more the higher it goes, the more risk there is that it's going to dump on the downside. Do you have a moderator, sir? I think I have two moderators. One moderator is only here in the bull markets, the other one is only here, you know, from time to time. Anyways, guys, we're gonna end it there. Thanks for watching, guys. Stop by next time. Bitcoin Daily tomorrow, 9 AM Central European time on the dollar, because tomorrow is Monday. Weekly close. We got CME opens, stock market opens. We're gonna check out what the DXY is doing, how is market alive or not, and stuff like that. Right? Oh man, I'm so tired, man. Bye bye. Sleep well, guys. Sleep well.